I just remember thinking, I've lost her. I kept thinking in my head, I've lost her. I'm looking at my child die. I felt helpless. It's the most scared I've ever been in my entire life. She was born with a very rare condition called tracheoesophageal fistula and esophageal atresia. The nature of her condition is that her food pipe can contract, and it's needed stretching a couple of times. Not recently, but yeah, she's had food stuck in a food pipe, so that's as bad as it gets. It's such a rare condition that paramedics don't know what it is. The birth was difficult, so Jenna wasn't awake to be able to give her a first feed, so they said, oh, do you want to do it? It's like, yeah, brilliant. So I held her and we gave her this little bottle, and milk just poured out of her mouth. One day old, she was transferred to the children's hospital, and the day after that they operated. So she's got a scar just between her ribs here, and they went between her ribs, they pushed her lungs out of the way, and they repaired the esophagus. And yeah, they trained us how to do this resuscitation. So the first thing they tell you is to lie them on a flat, hard surface and to tilt the chin up, and that straightens the airway. And I did that, and she started breathing straight away. And we were at Centre Parcs, and it was her first holiday. It's burned in my mind how she looked, this blue baby with just, I seem to remember, big black eyes. She just seemed to be staring vacantly into the distance past me. And then I did the breath, she started breathing, and she was back as if nothing had happened. The next time I look up, the room's full of paramedics and ambulance people, and there's people trying to attach monitors to her, and everyone seems to still be on the phone. They say, we're going to take her to the hospital, again, just to check her out, and it's going to have to be a helicopter. And we're thinking, oh my God, that's serious. When you get the helicopter to the children's hospital, because they don't have the helipad, they land in Weston Park, opposite the hospital, park opposite, and they radio ahead, and the police turn up and they clear the park. And apparently most of the time the police don't turn up, I assume because they're busy, or there's not enough of them or something. So then what has to happen, this is what happened to them, is they hover over the park and wait for people to get the idea and move out the way. There's a pedestrian crossing opposite A&E, so they have to, I don't know, I assume they just ran into the road and stopped the traffic. We were very lucky in the respect that by that, before she left Centre Parcs, she was safe. She wasn't in any danger anymore. But that might be a rare case, and other children arriving can't waste that time. First of all, landing, second of all, bumping across the grass, then across the road, and people watching and staring, and into the hospital, whereas the helipad that they're planning, you just land, you get in a lift, you go down and you're in. It's going to shave a lot of time. It could be essential time for other much more needy children. Those few minutes, however short a time you can save by having the helipad on the roof, it's just safer. Now she's 4.5, exactly 4.5 today. And that was the last time she's been in ambulances with choking episodes since, but nothing as dramatic as that. She's never stopped breathing again.